Beggars can't be choosers, but beggars never quit. Height here, and you already know what this is. It's time for Choosing Beggars. Let's do it. Our first one is from Bruving.
Why won't artists draw for me?
'Cause you ask for free drawings?
What's wrong with it?
Because why would you waste 2 to 5 hours on something just to give for free to a complete stranger you don't know?
To be nice.
Some of those people need to pay rent somehow, and if they keep doing stuff for free, they will live in the streets.
If they live with parents, they don't need money. End of story.
Based on your thinking, then people will never get out from living with their parents, because if they can't make money to get out on their own, then what, they're supposed to live there forever? This next one is by One Delta Blue. Yes, it's available.
Would you be willing to do like 2 payments of $400? Looking for my first bike.
No payments, sorry. I have the title clean in hand, so I want to sell it right out.
I couldn't do 1K though. I only make about $800 every 2 weeks.
I gotcha. Yeah, I might accept $800, but it would have to be a full payment.
You'll leave me broke for 2 weeks. That'd suck.
I'm not making you buy the bike, bro. Maybe buy a bike that isn't $1,000.
Do you know how hard that is? Like $1,000 is about the cheapest I can't find for something that isn't a moped.
I do know.
Would you take an iPhone 6s Plus with a Nintendo Switch Lite to lower the cost?
No, I'm sorry. I have both already.
Oh, well, I have my gaming PC, but I heavily use that. I do have a modded Nintendo Wii. I don't know if you're interested in that. Or an iPhone 7. Needs a new screen though, cause my sister can't take care of things.
I feel that. I don't think I'm interested, but I hope you find a good bike.
Was nice enough and let her use it, and she inevitably broke the screen. What about an Apple Watch Series 4?
It sounds like you have a lot of stuff you could sell to purchase a bike. Stating those facts, honestly, if this person is so quick to want to get rid of their tech, they can easily get rid of their tech and then put that money towards the bike. This next one is from Queen Blanket.
My daughter found her dress last summer 2020 and was told by business that she should hurry and order it in time for her New Year's Eve wedding. The dress arrived in 3 to 4 weeks. We were all good with that, but did feel rushed that evening to order to put money down. COVID unfortunately caused a postponement of the wedding and is moved to this July. My daughter had chosen a winter feeling dress and wanted a lighter weight, more summer feeling dress. Business owner manager reminded us that we signed a contract and there were no exceptions in choosing a different dress. We were told that we could simply leave the dress at the store and let the account close, meaning they would keep the dress along with the $600 deposit. I have been a nurse for over 30 years. My daughter is a new nurse, and we both worked very hard during the pandemic. Many establishments helped out healthcare workers and supported them by treating them extra special. Business Bridal did not get the memo. I understand that businesses still have to survive. However, the entire country made sacrifices. Again, Business Bridals did not. We were stuck with a dress that my daughter will not use. I encourage all brides to stay clear of this store, as there are so many beautiful, kind, smaller bridal shops all over state who care and are compassionate. Think twice before heading to business.
We wish we could say we were surprised to see your review, but as we discussed this several times over the phone, email, and in person, we have been expecting this. We're very sorry that your daughter was affected by COVID and had to reschedule her wedding. Ultimately, she decided to purchase a new dress, fully understanding of our policy of no returns or refunds, a policy that is an industry-wide standard for special ordered items. We feel we offered many options to your daughter, including offering to help redesign the gown or waive the balance due, but you were only interested in a full refund. We also shared our list of resale websites with you and your daughter to try to help. While we do sincerely appreciate all that you and your daughter have gone through during the pandemic, we are disappointed that you feel we have been unaffected. Everyone, in every industry, has been negatively affected by the pandemic. As I'm sure you can understand, we've had countless requests for returns from brides, moms, bridesmaids, and prom girls. Almost every person has changed their plans and feels their situation is unique. We really do wish we could accommodate refunds or returns, especially during this difficult time, but because designers will not take back merchandise, it would be impossible for us to do either. We try to treat all our customers equally and find it is best to follow our policies, as it would be difficult to decide who is more valued than others. I love how the business just laid out the facts, and unfortunately Karen and her daughter just feel entitled. Yes, a lot of people were doing things for healthcare workers, but just because you're a healthcare worker doesn't mean you should get special treatment at every location. This next one is by Mountain Call 17. Unfortunately, I can't take on any unpaid work to help you make money at this time. Thanks for thinking of me though. That response to an influencer or whoever asking for something for free is classic, and I think most people should start using something like that going forward. This next one is from Midnight Sun 08.
PSA for family regarding Xmas birthday presents for blank. Since we had some mix-ups last year, I'm letting you all know how I designate the gifts. We've already started making a list of presents that blank has personally requested for her Xmas and birthday. I usually give people 2 to 4 gifts to split for Xmas and her birthday, and the price usually adds up to $50 per holiday. I will give you exact items to purchase so that we don't get doubles and so that it's exactly what blank picked out. Once I organize the gifts, I'll send you your 2 to 4 gifts that only you can get. If for some reason you can't find the items or it's too much money, please let me know. I have already bought her major Xmas present because it was sold out and I was waiting on the list to get notified when it came back in stock. It seems like there isn't a lot of product in the stores around here, so please buy the items early so it's not forcing me at last minute to pick something else for you to get blank. I know this seems extreme, but Blank and I are very particular about this. She gets that from me.
I mean, doing a list like that is kind of counterproductive. The whole point in getting someone a gift is to get them something that you think they would like. Yeah, they may have preferences, but to be given a list and say this is what you can get and only that? Wow. This next one is by Kyle vs. Coffee. Do you have music?
No, I just write. You want to sing on this song?
You say sing, but do you mean make a track as well?
Yes.
I'm afraid that's something I charge for. I thought you already had a track and lyrics, so I was gonna do it as a favor, as laying vocals wouldn't take too long, but this is a job that would last much longer.
But it's easy when you know the music.
If it's easy, you could do it.
I don't have the instruments. That's the reason. Blank.
You can recreate most instruments digitally now, and there are lots of free softwares for doing so. I've worked at this for years to be able to afford the equipment I have, which means I can't just do big jobs for free. What you're looking for is a producer, and that's something that costs money if you want a good one. The thing is, these beggars think that they can get qualified, experienced people for such low rates or even free, when in reality it is the exact opposite. This next one is from PWiz838.
Hi, are you able to put the games on for me to help me out? I need Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Super NES, NES, Atari 2600, Intellivision, and some Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing new hacks. My offer is $100 plus $20, no returns, done deal. It will go to a very kind family who sincerely needs this. I got a broken femur and I'm recovering here. I'm so bored to death and need games. Can I count on you? Debbie.
I mean, effectively what you're asking them to do, I'm assuming, is to add games that they paid for you to pay very little for. Or maybe I'm not understanding this post, but that's how I'm taking it. This next one is by Assassin125. If you could let me know when that's been sent, and I will get a guide out to you for information for the song. Can I also take the venue address, please?
Paid. Can I get the address to you later? Out at the moment.
Hey John, thanks for that. You've sent £10 50 pence and not £1,050. Was this a mistake?
Wow, I must have misread. Can you send it back? Think you're Ed Sheeran or something.
£10, 50 pence would have covered about a tenth of my petrol to Liverpool, let alone everything else you wanted. Ed Sheeran? Let me know if you can get the guy who sells out 80,000-seater stadiums at £100 a ticket to do all of that for you. Or $1,000. Prick! Account details, please. It does humor me that these beggars throw out insults thinking that it's gonna affect the person they're insulting, when in reality it just reinforces how they're pretty freaking stupid. And our final one is by Loco Kraka. A few years ago, I was working as a travel nurse in a small unit at a Miami hospital. It was a great group of people, mostly. People brought local food in and were very social, so I started baking and bringing southern items to share. After I brought in some pecan pound cake one day, another traveler thought she would be kind and bring in some walnut brownies. That's when Karen erupted.
You always bring in this food for everyone, but it's got nuts, and I'm allergic to nuts. You aren't bringing in food for me.
Mind you, Karen never brought in food for everyone. She was always there to eat it and talk about how she made a better version, but not once did she ever bring food in. And she never said anything like, "Those look great, but I'm allergic to nuts." Hint, hint, like a functioning adult would. We would have gotten the hint and tried to accommodate her allergies. After she finished her rant and stormed out, the other three of us that were in the break room, me, the other traveler, and my work wife, looked at each other, then said at the same time, "Oh, it's on." For the next few weeks, we brought in food every day, without fail, and every bit of it had nuts in or on it. I made chunky chocolate pecan bars, someone else brought homemade banana nut bread, another got cinnamon rolls with sprinkled nuts, and one of the best bakeries in the city. Even the docs got in on it by ordering cupcakes one day with nuts on all of them. I brought in Nutella, and we even made hazelnut coffee to go with my mom's pecan pie. We dined like royalty that month, while Karen could only sniff and simmer. It was glorious. Whenever I see an adult act like a child in a situation like this, I can't help but cringe. It's almost like they didn't learn proper conversation etiquette or just etiquette with dealing with humans in general. Alright, that's enough beggars for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Choosing Beggars. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload. And make sure to drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.